we just finished the clone, right? And I have a huge problem. Way to get a load of this, right? We're a little behind the curtain on this one. Hence the lack of tie and vest and looking nice. No, this is going to be an interesting video. Still my leather stuff, right? And my laser cutter. Bin storage for costumes. Work in progress is which my Valkyrie helmets are. And my droid. Nuts and bolts. Nailers. Tools. Bandsaw. My PPE. Sanding is over behind the curtain. These are all hand tools. And I got a bunch of stuff stuck to the wall too, which is primarily levels and clamps. This is everything from my shed, because we're pulling the shed down to reside the back of the garage and build a new shed. But for now, this has to stay here. My heavy bag. I have some free weights. All my saws are here. My miter saw, my table saw, my hand saws. This is all casting. And by casting, I mean sand casting. This is where all of my molds, my work in progress, all my everything that has to do with casting goes here. Don't worry, we're getting there. This is my Cowboy. It's my leather sewing machine. The TV that I never touch. My mini splits up here. And this is where everything starts to fall apart, right? This is just a shelf of stuff and another shelf of stuff. This shelf of stuff, Battlestar Galactica buckles. I've got a couple thousand left. And then droid parts. These are all droid parts. Longer term storage, like my router table and things like that I don't really use, but maybe once a decade. And then there's the 3D printing. And that brings us full circle, by the way. And there's my studio. But in the 3D printing room, I have got my resin printers, a Tronxy, my other one. This room is fully insulated and backlit. All right. So this room is fully insulated, weather controlled. This is where we kept our suspended slurry before we got the mini split. Note I said before we got the mini split. That thing does a really good job of regulating the temperature in this work area in my garage. So that room that takes up 1/8 of my garage, that corner is absolutely useless. And this area no longer functions properly. And it's primarily here that's the problem. So this whole wall, all the tools are going to go over where the casting stuff is, right? And I want to bring my 3D printers and put it all over here. But my laser cutter vents directly to the outside. So I'll have to put some form of L in it. I don't like putting turns in something like this, but it's fine. Everything's going to need to get moved over, and this whole wall is getting redesigned, and that's what we're doing. We're rebuilding this wall. I love how this looks. From here to about here is perfect. These bins are neatly labeled. Everything just fits proper. This I'm super happy with. Hopefully we can just transport it over there. Who knows? But here, the whole thing has to change because the Cowboy is 2 foot by 4 foot, and I do not have a 2 foot by 4 foot area that I can just move all of this over to. But I want to start in the corner and work my way over, which means everything has to be redone. My entire wall. I had just set everything up how I really liked it. I love the Tetsaiga and Genesis's sword, and I loved how that looks. We're going to have to figure out something else. But for now, I need to do some math and figure out what I really want to do. Because this is all on the fly. So we're starting in this corner. And I want to be much more deliberate than I was when I put everything in here. A lot of what I was doing was just reactionary. You know, the 3D printing room was the main thing, and everything else had to build off of it. I want to start in this corner and work my way all the way down. So the first thing I'm going to do is take out these, they're basically torsion boxes, and shrink them down to 3 foot, which is a little larger than the laser cutter. So there's enough room for my cooler and motor next to it. So these boxes come out. This gets raised a little bit, so one of the larger bins can fit in here a little better. And then We'll worry about this later, because this goes over there where the Cowboy's going to be. Entertainingly, I'm making this 2 feet shorter, which is exactly how tall I want to do it. So I'm using the cutoffs to hold the shelf up while I screw it into the wall. These posts, they're temporary. Once this wall gets moved over and these get secured to the wall, I'm not going to need them anymore. But I'm trying to make everything as deliberate as possible. Just big enough for a bin, right? I've got my 2 bins. One's for work in progress, and one is for patterns. This one's going to change from work in progress to more patterns because I have 6 or 7 different bins. I just want to put all my patterns together. This shelf here and up is going to be either long-term storage for the up or, again, work in progresses. But I normally have them in bags. I think I'm going to put them in bins and have it a little more organized, a little more deliberate. I think that's going to be the word for this. But I'm at an interesting point, right? These are all just 2x3s and plywood. And I had this board here, which is nicer, but if I put it up, that's kind of setting a precedent that I will have to continue, at least in this little section. And I'm not sure if I'm zoned for that just yet. Either way, this wall comes down and just gets moved over. The plywood's going to go on the other side, and then I'm probably going to fully case the other so it's encased. But I have to decide whether I want it flat or flat, because that's half the size, but I don't know if it really matters that much. This right here is an inexpensive laser level, which made putting these shelves up way, way easier. Don't get me wrong. These work fantastic. This is much faster. But that is one section of this rebuild completely done. And this is the annoying part, as I just got super happy with this whole area. But it doesn't go there anymore, so it all has to come down. So you remember those little sliding puzzle games? You know, where they had all the numbers and they were all jumbled and you have to put them in order and you slide one tile to move one tile, to slide one tile to move one tile. Where they had pictures. That's what this is like. Because I have to move the Cowboy over to here. To move all this to where the Cowboy is. To pull this down, to move that to... Oh. It would have been so much easier just to pull everything out. But of course I decided to do this while I'm doing the shed at the same time. And all the shed stuff has to come in here. And then these 2 10-foot tall Jedi pillars in my way. I don't make it easy on myself. And there are no extra points for hard mode. I should do it the right way. But here we are. Built a wall. It's a 2x with 1/8 inch, quarter inch OSB on the back. Right? It's very thin. But I had to be very deliberate about where I put the shelves. Because on this side, which is also going to get another one of these sheets once we put a little bit of insulation in here for deadening. But this side's going to have the 3D printers. And they move around a bit. I want to make sure I can isolate them and keep them quiet. But this is going to be the side that faces the Cowboy and that other wall. So let me move all this stuff and then put a wall in. So if I make this section exactly 4 foot, which is the size of the Cowboy, none of these shelves have been built yet. So I can do whatever I want in here. But right here is a stud, which is maybe 2 inches over. If I move it over so that this side lines up with the stud a bit, it'll give me something much stronger to secure to. And then the other side that's also going to be housed, that's also going to house the 3D printer, will be fully connected to a stud. I think it'll give me a little more room by the Cowboy, but and a little less room farther down, but I think that's the right thing to do. So I'm rushing through this a little faster than I would like, But right now, this is what my shop looks like. And most of this goes on that shelf. Okay, maybe not most, but some. I'm gonna put it in a shelf, right about here, I'd say, and start putting everything back where it goes. That's not half bad. Probably gonna put a light right here, so I have more light for the Cowboy, but I can start putting like the 2 sewing machines and all the stuff for the leather, another shelf. I'm getting excited. This is where we're at the end of the day, right? All my stuff is back where it's supposed to be. I got my 2 sewing machines. I got to figure out what I want to do with here and this fabric storage up on top. But this is now neatly under a tarp. I don't have to worry about it pulling weird. I just put 2 hooks in. I'll probably put another one right there in the center. I may even put grommets in these so they hang properly. But for the most part, this is good enough for now. At least for tonight. I may come back in the morning and change my mind, but right now, I'm happy with where we're at. I know, right? It doesn't look like a lot has changed, but it's huge differences. Let me show you what I've done so far. First off, the laser cutter, right there. Nice, encased. It's got enough airflow, I don't have to worry about it. It's got a direct vent outside, because that's an exterior wall. But I have these bins, are all just for projects. I've never had a place where I can just put a project and let it be. And now now I do. This is probably my favorite change. All the leather stuff is still here, but I've got bins they're in bins. This part and this part still a little, just combobbled, but everything has a nice container, and this is my favorite part so far. Couple of hooks with grommets. I actually stopped and put grommets on the stupid thing, but check this out. Now the Cowboy is completely accessible. This is the light that came with it. It's fine. This is my new work light for when I sew leather, and that is fantastic. So the 3D printing area is clearly not done, but everything is moved out of the way so I can just frame it out. I'm probably going to pull this panel down and this panel down and run a new outlet over here so it's all enclosed. I don't like lots of cords everywhere if I can avoid it. And unfortunately my garage has a lot of cords everywhere. But it is what it is. And with all these changes, everything's just slightly moved around a little bit. I have projects I can work on. All of this is just a little more accessible. And we are right back to where we were with the clone. We may work on the arms for the clone next week. I'm not quite sure. I haven't decided. It would be nice to have So the reason I don't want to do the chest piece yet is because he's got pauldrons, and I need to know where that whole thing rests. Because I don't want scratches underneath it because it goes on top. So I want to have that done before we weather the chest plate. But the arms should be completely good to do. So we may work on the arms next week. I'm not quite sure. We'll find out together, I guess. Thanks for making it to the end. I really appreciate that. I'll see you next time.